Inventa. Explore, meet, create.
I started PR and communication, and I met with someone who was working in this industry who told me about congresses and events and offered me a position to help him with the organization of a congress. And from one thing came the other. It's been sort of by accident, but it worked well with my studies, so that's how I did it. Oh, easy, the people. It's the people. You get around, you meet so many people, you go from country to country, culture to culture. People are, it's just fascinating. The meetings industry is what brings people together. And in a time where, you know, people sometimes are divided, countries are divided, people have different views, different opinions. Meetings industry builds the bridges and builds the links. So I actually think we're in a very noble industry. An experience is more sensorial. It engages all the senses. It's to do with an emotion. Identifying yourself with a brand, with the brand emotion that goes with it, the multiple touch points. An event usually evokes an image of a meeting room with people, someone standing on stage speaking. It can still be an experience, but it doesn't go as far and as deep as creating a full experience that really touches on all the senses. Kim Meyer is a very well-known figure in the experience industry. He's brought a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience to our company. MCI has already been engaged in experience in the past, but experiences are really picking up in this industry. Clients are asking for more, and we felt it was time to bring our different knowledges and teams together under one flag and have someone lead this. And Kim is the excellent person to do this. So, operating from his home base in London, he travels the world, shares his knowledge, speaks to client groups, to other industry groups, brings our teams together, and we now created a brand called MCI Experience with which we will go to market and which we are bringing to our clients. No, it's growing. I read in a magazine in the UK industry that last year request for experience increased by 85%. So it's really something that is on the grow. Companies know about it, but more and more companies are discovering it, and therefore the demand is increasing. Oh, growth, I think, further growth. It's our approach has been to be a global company, that one-stop shop that big organizations can go to if they want to roll out their event strategy, their communication strategy, their association strategy in multiple regions. And MCI is probably the only player that can properly address this with a global footprint of more than 60 offices around the world. What does it take to be a good manager? I think it's a person who listens first. My favorite guru used to say, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth, use them in proportion. So listening, understanding, translating the ideas and the needs of a customer into something that really brings value to them. And so being able not to just do the logistics, but also the strategic part. The meetings industry in 5 years. I think meetings are increasing in importance. You see that companies and organizations are spending more and more on meetings because it's the way to associate people, to build that community, to connect people. They see the value of it, they see the impact of it. People are not just looking for information, they look to connect. In an increasingly digital world, the human connection stays very, very important. So I think this is a growing industry. How to attract participants? Well, the buying pattern of people is changing. So people do more and more research online through digital means before they take a buying decision, and they take that buying decision before they talk to a salesperson. So they sort of know what they want, and then they go and talk and interact with people that can provide this solution. So if you want to be heard, if you want to be seen, you want to be noted, you have to have thought leadership, you have to have case studies out there, join fora, speak about your destination, speak about your services, speak about your products, and that's how you will influence the thinking of people in the process when they're making up their mind, and that will help you in concluding a sale. PCO business is evolving in the sense that as a Congress organizer, you don't just focus on logistics. If in the past this was the determining factor for a good PCO, today you have to understand what the business concept of the client is, and you have to help them achieve business results. So you're more like a partner, and you invest your time, and possibly even you take a risk in the event. You work together with the client as a business partner, and you help them achieve pre-agreed objectives. And they can be around content, they can be around building community, around an impact in society. So it's beyond event logistics, it's beyond event tourism. It is really the business impact of the organizations where you're making a difference.